last year. KHOU's bike team, that's Greg Hurst. Yeah, we have a bike team that's going to do it. That's Jeremy Rogowski and his bike Coral. I'll just talk about the picture since we're showing them. That's me, a mile clunk of a bike next to photographer Michelle Scaratino. Vicente Arenas, who's too good to ride with us this year. But we have a lot of fun out there. We have a team that's doing the MS-150, and this ride is actually a training ride for the big annual MS-150 ride from Houston to Austin. So with us in the studio now are Susan Christian, Director of Special Events from the Mayor's Office, and Sean Rutherford, a cycling expert from Sun and Ski, one of your big sponsors. Good morning to you first, Susan. Good morning. Tell us about the ride.
Well, you know, it's a 20, 45, and 70-mile route through various neighborhoods of Houston. We're going to go down Allen Parkway, River Oaks, go down to through West Houston, cut around to South Houston, go to the 1940s Air Terminal Museum, which I bet people don't even know we still have. It's a fabulous,
beautiful building.
It's gorgeous. On down to Clear Lake, Sylvan Rodriguez Park, and then back to City Hall.
So that route that goes by the Air Museum and Clear Lake, that's the 70-mile route, we should point out.
That's the 45. The 20 is right around, South Houston, Emory School, and then the 45-mile route, the turnaround there is at the Air Terminal Museum. The 70-mile route goes on to Clear Lake. But it's a beautiful ride. A lot of new streets in that South Houston corridor.
And what I noticed this year is that you're kind of going through all the council districts. Last year we kind of went straight down Highway 3 and came back.
We're going through 6 council districts, and just, we do a new route every year just to give our participants, a lot of variety. But I'm going to tell you something, Sherry. We could not do this without our title sponsor, Apache, whose employees were insistent to their management that they bring this ride back.
Thank you, Apache. Okay, let's talk about what you need for a ride like this, because people don't understand this. So let's go over to Sean. Sean, how do you say this brand, by the way?
This is Shimano Ultegra.
No, the brand of the bike.
Orbea.
Orbea. Okay. So, how much does this bike cost?
This is about $4,000, but the unique thing about this is the technology this has years ago was well in excess of $10,000.
I'm going to stop you, though, because people who don't cycle, and I cycle, and they hear $4,000 for a bike, what the heck? Why? Why would a bike cost $4,000?
Well, unlike when I was growing up, bikes were made of steel. This is made of carbon fiber, and it's laid up by hand in molds by people making it, and then it's all put together, and the tubing is done specific to the size of the bike.
The reason, and I'm trying to make this very broad because a lot of people just don't know this stuff, but the reason it's made of carbon fiber is because that's very light. This bike weighs 15 pounds. You can pick it up with one hand. Why is that important?
Well,
if you're trying to ride 70 miles to Clear Lake.
So obviously the less weight you have to ride around with, the easier it is to go. The other unique thing about carbon fiber, it offers vibration dampening. So on these roads that are chipcrete and older roads, it's going to offer a little bit better quality ride for the ride.
Also, just the way you move on the bike is better. When I get friends who are new to cycling, they say, I'm just going to go to Academy, buy myself a $300 Huffy. I say, listen, 20 miles down the road, you would give everything to have a much more expensive, better riding bike. And then also the electronic gears, that's something new in cycling. Tell us briefly about that.
This technology is fantastic. You just simply push a button and pedal, and the bike automatically shifts down where you want, and you don't have to do any sort of adjustments on it. And then you have a computer, GPS base, tell you where you go, where you've been, and you can upload it to social media sites and share the information.
Telling folks it's like the Jaguar of bikes. One quick thing I want to mention, because people don't always realize this, when you ride bikes like this, you're actually clipped in to the pedals. And so you cannot just stop right on a dime. You have to unclip it. When you first learn to do that, you always fall, because your instinct is to stop yourself, and then you realize, I'm clipped in, and then you just fall right over. Happened to me in the beginning a couple of times. Here's the information about Tour to Houston. It is set for March 17th. It begins at Herman Square, right there at Houston City Hall. The money raised this year will benefit Houston's reforestation efforts, which help create and improve and protect our area parks. That drive hit a number on a lot of our parks, so they need the money. Hey, if you're a cyclist, right now, registration is $35, but register now, because after March 11th, it goes up to $40. I'll see you guys out there.
Tour to Houston.
All right, it is 7:27.